promised to you guys that once we reached 1,000 on the fundraiser for me and Eric to go to LA, I would do something, and I think it's about time I finally do that, as much as I'm gonna hate it. So here we fucking go. And here we fucking are. Yeah, it's a fucking dress. Great. So fucking enjoyable. I hope you people are happy, because I'm really not. It's really not that fun at all. Kind of uncomfortable. But thanks, guys, for getting us to LA. But, yeah, this is shitty. I was actually going to think about, not having a beanie and actually make my hair look decent, but then my hair was like, nope, fuck you. So, nah. But, whatever. And then I was also thinking, maybe I should go the extra mile and, be all herp-a-derp fucking makeup, but no. I only promised you guys a dress. That's one humiliation. You don't get the rest. But anyways, we got a match here that we should probably fucking get to already. But we got a match here today against XxDox26xX. Also, socks. I figured I'd at least get the impression of tits instead of absolutely nothing. Why not, right? Might as well make it even more uncomfortable and make it more humiliating, since I said I was only going to do dress, but I might as well go one tiny extra step for you guys. But anyways, let's get this match going. Like I said, hold on a sec. Let's play it back right now. Okay, so like I said, match against a guy named Dox26. It's a UU match, and it is a pretty okay match. But the team I used was the stupid fucking CB Zapdos team. Yeah, not my best idea, because the CB Zapdos team is fucking terrible. I don't know why I took any more matches with this. Actually, I think I took this match before I uploaded the match where I did okay with it. But, actually, I don't remember what happened. But the point is, I shouldn't be fucking using this team. No one should be using CB Zapdos, and I'm fucking stupid. Let's just go with that. But, yeah, his team is a fairly standard UU team, so I got my work cut out for me right away, right? But, main threats I see on his end are gonna be, the Zapdos, because Zapdos just, early Black and White 2 UU, Zapdos just wrecked me a lot, because I just sucked against it, but Zapdos is gonna be really annoying, because it's a Zapdos. I'm gonna have to watch out for that Nidoking, because it can hit all my guys for super effective damage, so, except for, Hitmontop, but Nidoking can shit on Hitmontop anyways. And then, mainly just the Nidoking and the Zapdos. I mean, the rest of it, I should be able to take on if I'm not stupid, meaning I'm not going to be able to take on. Also, Mienshau's just going to be a little bit annoying because they not speed all of my guys, and it can hit all of them for either neutral or a good super effective hit, and it'll just hit hard. But I just want to lead off with Bronzong because I knew Bronzong should yield the best results as a lead. So, I lead with that, and he's going to go off Mienshao. I do not have my Slinky up here. That makes me mad. But he just goes for Fake Out. I only lose 2 health, and he gets Life Orb damage, but he gets a back Regenerator. So, it's not a huge loss for him, but it still isn't the biggest thing ever. But I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks right here, just because I want to get those up, because Stealth Rock, best move of the game. He goes up to Zapdos, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's not a substituting Zapdos, so I can get a Toxic-Off on him. And I'm like, yeah, I got a Toxic-Off. He's not a sub-Zapdos. So my day isn't really ruined as it has been when I fought the multiple sub-Zapdoses that I have fought. So, yeah. So now, I'm going to go to Roserade because I figured he'd Thunderbolt right here as opposed to Heat Wave and predict the Heat Wave. But I knew here I should be able to take at least one Heat Wave and get up Layer Spikes because I at least want to get that up. But, he does go for Heat Wave. Does a lot. And I am a Calm Roserade with a healthy chunk of special defense investment, so I'm like, okay, that did a bit too much for comfort, so maybe I should switch out to something else to take a hit, because I figure he'll want to go for another Heat Wave just to try and kill off my Roserade if he can, so I'm going to go to Chandelure, but he's going to go to Nidoking on the double switch, I guess either predicting that or predicting me to switch in general, because Nidoking, like I said, can take on a lot of my dudes, so going to Bronzong mainly as Death Water. I knew he had Earth Power, but then I can scout and see if he's Scarfed or Life Orb. I mean, he's more likely to be Life Orbed, so I just let Bronzong die because I thought it wouldn't be that useful. Probably wouldn't have been that useful. I mean, I can't tell you right now, but it might have been. But I'm going to go into my Lodic because I figure, okay, I can scald the thing to death, and a Thunderbolt shouldn't be able to take me out, so I'm just going to rely on my Lodic not sucking. But he goes into Zapdos, and I figure right here, okay, he's going to roost up, so I'm just going to go for another Scald to, you know, kind of negate his roosting, since he's also got Toxic working against him, and I also know I can live one Thunderbolt. I figured I should be okay if I want to go for continuous Scald or whatever, but I figure here, okay, he's probably going to Thunderbolt me, so I'm just going to go for Dragon Tail, but he actually did roost, so oh well. But I Dragon Tail him out into his Heracross, which is, alright, cool, I can Scald it. But he goes for Mega Horn, he misses, which I'm not sure how much it really mattered. I mean, you'll see in a little bit why I'm saying that, but he goes for another Mega Horn, doesn't do too much, which means I would have lived the first one, probably would have lived the second one too, because it did about 100, so, I don't know, I think I would have been able to live it. But the main reason I'm saying it probably didn't matter about the miss, I mean, sure I did get the burn, but he goes into Mienshao right here, goes for Fake Out, does a little bit, but it leads me to believe I might be able to live a high jump kick, so I'm like, okay, we'll just stay and go for Scald, hopefully take it out. But he goes for high jump kick, and it fucking takes me down, so it's like, great. Well, I guess that Mega Horn miss didn't matter as much, because I probably still would have killed the Heracross, so whatever, it happened. But now I'm going to go into Hitmontop, because I know I can take on Mienshao well enough with it, so I think I just go straight for close combat here. He goes out to Suicune, which I'm pretty sure I went straight for close combat. Yep, I did go straight for close combat, because I knew that should be the best thing to do against a Suicune, and it is. Actually, not really. It would have been better to Toxic it, but I am still scared of the prospect of the Suicune being a Crocoon, so I think here I just go for Toxic, knowing I can take a Scald, or that he might want to go for Calm Minds. But he's going to switch out to Zapdos, and I'm like, shit, well, fuck. That's not very good, mainly just because of the fact that Zapdos can roost and shit, and then also I can't do too much damage, but I knew he would roost here, so I just go for close combat, and it does a pretty hefty chunk, but looking at the damage from the close combat and the Scald, and then looking at the damage he's been doing throughout the match, I'm thinking he might be more of an offensive Zapdos, but I can't be too entirely sure. But I said here, okay, let's just go to my own Zapdos, just because I figure he might roost again, and if he doesn't, I should be able to take a hit and then kill him with whatever I want. But he actually goes for the Thunderbolt, which brings me down to less than half, which is like, shit, he must be offensive, because I wouldn't expect it to do that much from a not-offensive Zapdos, but I might be wrong, right? But just getting a U-turn out, because I thought he would switch out, not wanting his Zapdos to die just yet, but I guess he might have been in Stealth Rock range, which would have explained it, but gonna go into Chandelure, and he just goes for the Thunderbolt, and he dies. But here I make a probably poor play by leaving in Chandelure right here just to die. I probably should have tried to preserve it in some way, but I was like, no, I shouldn't need it, which in hindsight, as you'll see later, it might have been useful, it might have not been, I'm not sure yet, but now I'm going to go into Zapdos just to try and kill this thing with a Drill Peck, because I figure I should be able to, and I actually am able to. CB Zapdos got a kill. Woo! I know, it's never going to happen again, but it was still nice to get it, right? But he's going to go to Arcanine, and I know I can't stay in here. I am fearing the extreme speed. I'm like, well, shit, do I want to just go for Drill Peck and risk everything, or do I just want to try and take it out some other way? Which, I go into Roserade. I probably actually, like, looking back, I probably should have sacked Zapdos there, just because I would have gotten that Drill Peck damage off, and then the Flare Blitz damage probably would have been enough to kill him, like, at least after Stealth Rocks, and then I could have gotten to him on top. And then here I make another misplay, because he goes into Mienshao. I go for Toxic for really no reason. I guess I thought Suicune might come in, but if I went for close combat, that Mienshao would have been way too low to potentially live a hit. But he goes for high jump kick, and brings me down really, really low, and then close combat will be enough to finish him off. So I don't know if maybe before or after the fake out damage, or I don't know. Like, close combat, I still think might have had the prospect of taking me out on switch in, but I'm not too entirely sure. But he's going to go to Suicune now. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's not a Crocoon, but then he shows rest, and I'm like, shit, he's a Crocoon. So I'm kind of fucked on that aspect, and get taken the fuck out. Well, actually, I don't get taken the fuck out. I just kind of get walled to shit. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to leave him on top, mainly just because of the fact that I really have nothing better to do right now. Because he has this Suicune, and he also has the Arcanine. I got Hitmontop, and I got Zapdos. I'm not really in a good prospect to be switching around when the Suicune is asleep, so I gotta try and risk getting as much damage off as possible, and then trying to take him out with Zapdos, but I only get one close combat off, and then he kills me off the Scald. Big fucking whoop. I mean, now it just means, oh great, now Zapdos has to be relied on for everything. But I go into Zapdos, and I go for the Wild Charge. Does a hefty chunk. Like, I still didn't expect it to do that much, but whatever. But now he's just going to go for the Sleep Talk, because I guess he miscounted his sleep turns, which is whatever, because he still got the Arcanine. Like, unless he didn't have Extreme Speed, that's where it would have mattered. But I take him out with that, goes into Arcanine, and he's just going to go for the... Also, Wild Charge took out this weekend, but he goes for Extreme Speed, so it does mean he had the Extreme Speed. But the main reason I'm going back... Well, first of all, I lose, which big fucking whoop. The main reason I was talking about, like, Shane Allure mattering was because of the fact that, I don't know what his moveset on his, Arcanine was. If it didn't have, like, Wild Charge or Crunch, I would have been able to kill that thing, which would have meant I would have probably won. And then Roserade would have mattered for Suicune, and then I might not have had to take so much damage for Zapdos. I might have been able to live in Extreme Speed, but, you know, hindsight's 20/20 in the end. Shit happens, but, that'll be the match. So, good game, Dox26. You know, I shouldn't have used this team, and I did make a couple misplays, but you know what? That fucking happens, right? So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know why the fuck anyone would want this, but you know what? Once again, thank you for sending us to LA, but, I'm not fucking doing anything like this again. I don't know why anyone would want this, but, I'm gonna go throw this away now, because I literally have no use for it. It's a fucking dress. What am I gonna do with it? But, yeah, that'll be it for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Recommend sub, and later, guys.